Good luck.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Game Addicts Podcast. The Game Addicts Podcast is about the modern and retro video games that we play and collect. I am your host, Brando, and this is our player 2, Mike.
Hello.
How's it going, buddy?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm all right, man. You know, the podcast is growing in leaps and bounds. We're out there. We're on all the podcast services. We're on iTunes. We're on Podbean. We are on Stitcher Radio. We are on Google Play Music. And also, if you're watching video, we are on YouTube as well. I'm doing that first, because if anybody just stumbles upon us, they're like, well, where can I find this awesome podcast? Well, I just told you can go anywhere of those places, and you can find them. Even Arnie can find it.
Yeah.
He could find it, but he's not.
He could find it.
He's too busy not getting his ratings on this.
I know.
Now,
you know what? He says he'll be a better president than that current one.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, if it's called the Celebrity Apprentice, is it just The Apprentice? So, have you been playing anything?
Yes.
Okay, so you actually...
Tales of Zestiria.
Oh, Zestiria?
Zestiria.
Tales of Zestiria. That was last year's Tales?
That was last year's Tales, and it is pretty good.
Yeah, so you have said. Now, how many Tales games have you played?
All the way through Tales of Symphonia, and then the second one, and a little bit of let's see here, a little bit of the PSP, the Tales of the World, I believe. Okay. And there's one more that I played pretty far through that I can't remember exactly the name, and I do not want to be wrong, butcher it.
Tales of Zestiria came out on October 20th, 2015.
Yeah.
Checking to see if that is if they released it on everywhere, and it looks like that is the U.S. date. EU came out a little bit before that. So, wow. Okay, so there's a version in Japan that got released this past year in July called The Welcome Price. Tales of Zestiria, Welcome Price.
What's the difference?
I don't know. It's on the PlayStation store though. Anyway, I've only played. I've played Fantasia, Tales of Fantasia on the GBA, and I've played Symphonia on Game.
I have Fantasia,
and I was wanting to get into the Tales of Exilia on the PS3.
Yes, I every time we go into this replay though, it's still the 40s. Yeah, still in the 40s.
Oh well.
The only reason why I picked this one up is because it was 20.
All right, you know what? Right here on the fly, I'm going to Walmart.com because you know you can buy used games from Walmart.
Yes, but
all right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna click because I'm telling you, at brand new, our Walmart had Exilia 2 for $20.
Exilia 2?
Yeah.
Not 1.
Not 1, but it would get you one of them for
that much.
Okay, so on the website, Tales of Zestiria, $23.35.
That's not bad. Used?
No, that's Zestiria on PS3. My bad. Exilia. Let me click on it because the brand new one on Exilia is $38.
Yeah. That's 1 or 2?
That's just 1.
I say they still have been going for quite a price.
Yeah, they went down because I did see back when I was really checking out my local Walmart and stuff. Exilia 2 did go down to about $20, and they were
maybe it's 2, but I know the first one is still pretty pricey at our local disc replay. Because that's the one that we have both, because it's the collector's edition, and we have both been eyeing it. Every time we go through there together, we're like, Still too high.
Too. So, like, you said that it's very similar to other Tales games that you play.
So the storyline is still the same. You're going through to cleanse the world, just like, at least in Symphonia. So, but the character development is still great. I mean, all Tales character development is great.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see the similarities, like in Symphonia, Colette is the one that's doing the trials to basically gain the mana, because 2 worlds fight for mana in it. Spoiler alert. Your main character is that innocent. He's never seen he's never been around other humans.
Mm-hmm.
He's only been around ghosts or seraph, is what they call him in the game. And he doesn't know like the corruption of man and all that stuff. So he's new to everything. So, and actually, at one point in the game, when you meet, quote unquote, the final boss, because I haven't finished the game yet, he says, "You're like a blank canvas. You're every artist's dream." So he's going to, as we all think, mold him the way that he wants him to be. So it's interesting.
So I searched on Amazon.
And?
So Exilia 1 is $34.
Yeah.
Buy used, $25. But then again, you're looking through the sellers and everything on there. Brand new as Exilia 2 PS3 is $16.84.
Yeah, so the first one is.
And there is one, I do believe it is a European release. Yes, so it will still be in English. It is a collection of the 2. Is it
English subtitles or full English?
It should be full English because it is a European release, and typically for the European is also like UK.
Right.
So typically they will do English and they do different subtitles for each one, and the collection is $40 for both of them.
Is there any DLC with it? I don't remember. I don't know if there is.
I don't. This collection, while you were talking, I'm quickly reading reviews, and it says just the games, or there are 2 games on one disc, and
still not a bad price. $40.
$40 for both of them, and the PS3 is region free.
Right.
So you could just pop right in and play it.
That would be a good deal.
So like that's something to think about. Like, cause I guess it all depends on how much you really want it. Because
I will eventually get it because I hear that it is very good. And
then there is another European. Okay, so you already have the Tales of Symphonia Chronicles on PS3.
Oh yeah.
Because there's now a triple pack European for $45 that has both Symphonias and then Tales of Graces F.
See, I haven't played the Graces.
Like, and then the brand new one that just came out is Berseria. It's on the PS4. Tales of Berseria, and it just came. I want to say this just came out. Yeah.
What's the drop date?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
It's okay.
I can't see it on my screen. January 24th.
Oh yeah, that's very
that's like
very fresh.
Like a week or 2 ago. So
I won't be picking that one up until it loads and press a little bit.
Yeah.
See some reviews, see what people are going through it, how they like it. Let me see does it show the main characters?
A little bit. Oh, let's go to these screenshots here.
Yep, definitely a Tales game.
It's funny how the Tales games and like the Final Fantasy games kind of have their own feel, and same with Persona. Like they all kind of have their own looks and feels about them.
To be honest, I absolutely love the combat in Tales games because they're versatile and you can change everything on the fly. When you go into, in this one, each seraph has a healing property, so they can heal you. Some are obviously like an AOE heal, some are individual heals, but I like the fact that you can on the fly change everything. You can't control everybody, but you can change stuff. Like I just went through the Fire Temple boss, and that's a pain because he one-shots you, and you use your other guys you turn into the water Armatus, and then you basically have your other characters run away from him so that they just run and kite, and then you kill him that way. It's the easiest way to do it. Hey, you owe me a beer.
No, I'm
You're
not.
texting on your phone.
I'm listening to you 100%. I'm asking her to do me a favor. Because I forgot it.
Anywho.
I've been playing Final Fantasy VI Advance on the Game Boy Micro. I am probably like 3 hours in. Mm-hmm. I haven't had a whole lot of time to play this week, unfortunately. I have been very busy the last couple of days. Podcasts. I'm doing 3 podcasts in 2 days, so fun there. Last night's podcast went very well, and then we're doing one. Hey, we're doing one right now, and then I get to do one in like around 8 o'clock tonight. So fun in the sun. What's awesome is that like the turnaround time for these podcasts is a lot quicker. I asked her to bring me the Game Boy Micro, so I could show it to you.
I did pull the one out of the
Did you?
box. Oh yeah, just to see what it was, and that screen's pretty tiny.
It is.
Yeah,
it
looks
tiny. So good, dude.
I'm sure it does. But
that screen is tiny. Like she said she's bringing it, so
just slide it under the door.
I hope not. I can't reach it.
I hope so. That'd be funny.
I'll just be like, that looks really cool down there. I can't show it on the camera, or I can't talk about it. Oh, there she is.
Oh, I hear it. I hear her.
Hello. Thank
Yay!
you.
I was going to just slide it under the door.
You were gonna what?
I went to just slide it under the door so you couldn't reach it.
Nah, I'm not a dick.
Hi, buddy. It's your second podcast, like in like 2 days that you've been on, dude.
Oh, you're recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry.
It's on the fly. All right, let's see this itty bitty.
All right, so this is the Game Boy Micro that I talked about last week. I know the camera probably can't pick this up very well, but
oh, here. Let's see.
Well, hold on. This is my cell phone. This is a Note 3, okay? And this is the Game Boy Micro.
Okay, let me see.
All right, there you go.
It's very small.
Very big.
There's the cart, and the cart takes up over 3/4 of the entire top
Inside.
portion, and it's probably. It's basically almost 3/4
Crazy, isn't it?
thickness of the. Yeah, it's tiny. Man, I couldn't play that.
Dude, honestly, like when I'm like if I were playing like an action game that really did a lot of this, I wouldn't be able to do
No
it.
way.
But playing Final Fantasy, yeah, I can do it.
See, like the SP is still pretty tiny to me.
Now, imagine this,
Easy.
like a Joy-Con.
I probably. So let's be honest here. We probably are not going to use the Joy-Cons without the Joy-Con controller.
Well, okay, no, like what I'm saying is that like for when you want to do your multiplayer little,
Yeah.
you know Mario Kart. I'm gonna turn I can't turn the volume down, but okay, let me turn this on.
Ding.
And it's all the way up. I'm gonna get this to the menu. Come on, you.
Do it. It looks good. It's just so small.
It says press any button, right?
Yeah.
Then press any button. And then load up. Yeah, just load up the first one.
You mogul? The Moog? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, okay.
Mog.
Right now, I'm getting ready to choose my scenario. I just got to the point where I split.
I was going to say you just split because you're with...
But, like,
Well, I guess it's not too small. I mean,
No. You like you can see everything, and then if you hit start, it brings up the menu,
yeah.
and then like that screen is to the pixel, like the resolution for the Game Boy Advance games. So like the SP actually stretches the image a little bit.
Right.
So, I mean, that's honestly, I think I said this on the last episode. I just want to have kind of one of each
Console.
model.
Yeah.
Or, it's like, I have an Xbox One Biggie, so it's like, someday I'll probably get the 1S or like the Scorpion.
I didn't back out.
And then shit like that. So, and then I have the Slim. So, I actually do have a fat PS3, but it doesn't work. Ray gifted it to me, and
Is that the one that we're gonna try to fix? Or?
Maybe one day.
Is it the one that the disc drive's bad in? Or
he put a different disc drive in it. It's got a little motor in it.
Oh yeah, the little motor. Yeah.
I do regret trading away my original fat backwards compatible 60 gig PS3.
Yeah, well,
I did hear that it died.
They definitely die a lot.
I got it in 2007. I don't want to say it was. I swear we got like, when did we get the Wii? Because we were young and we were out of the house, and like the Wii was part of my rent. Me and Rob had a weird situation how we worked out rent, but. Yeah, I would like to get one of each, and apparently I will not be getting a Nintendo Switch anytime soon. The Nintendo Switch. Now this is today. This is as of today at 12:40. Nintendo Switch pre-orders open today at Best Buy. It's sold out.
Oh yeah.
Pre-orders for the Nintendo Switch opened at Best Buy today, and the store's initial allotment went quickly. It seems. Best Buy representative notified GameSpot. This is where I'm reading this at 1:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that the Switch became available for pre-order. The units sold out quickly as stock for the gray and neon red and neon blue are no longer available at all.
Does it have a time frame?
Yeah.
No time frame of how quickly it was sold?
Well, we followed up with Best Buy to find out when any more units become available. The console sold out basically everywhere, including GameStop and Amazon. Best Buy still has extra Joy-Con controllers and other accessories as well as games available for pre-order, but if you go to the website you can get that stuff there. Also, they are going to be airing a Super Bowl commercial.
Right, you told me about that.
And I want to kind of gush about this a little bit. Yeah, honestly, the commercial's nothing that we didn't really see in the last one, like the one we got in October. But it just shows how much they are focusing on getting the right narrative and really putting some money behind the marketing in this thing, because how much marketing was there for the Wii U? There was almost none.
I was going to say, I didn't know anything about it until I actually saw it in the store and had to actively find information online.
A lot of people did. Even up until like now, there are some people who are not in the know on video games that probably think that like
it's an attachment.
Mm-hmm. I just kind of realized it got darker in here.
It did.
So I'm gonna turn the light on.
We lost a little sun.
Boom. Hopefully that helps.
Shakalaka.
Boom. But anyway, the Wii U, they just never got like any sort of marketing behind it. They partnered with the weirdest people. Somebody said it in a YouTube video the other day, exactly what store they partnered with, and it made you go. It seemed like they were marketing the console to like moms, aunts, and grandmas.
They were trying to pull the Wii market.
That's not what the Wii U was for. No. Like the Wii U should have been like. I understand how it was like an extension of the Wii. That's why they went with the Wii name. But like they should have really marketed it towards more hardcore gamers, like they've been doing with the Switch, because like the 30-second Super Bowl ad that is out. There's an extended version that does show them playing the more motion stuff and doing all the stuff that they've showed at the presentation.
Right.
But the 30-second ad shows a dude playing Zelda on his tablet, or on his Switch tablet. He wakes up. He's like, man, I'm so tired. There's some Zelda. He's playing, and he goes and he's cooking him some bacon or some ham or whatever he's cooking for breakfast. He's sitting there playing while he's cooking, and then he decides to go in the living room, docks it down, sits back with the Pro Controller, and because he's fighting some sort of boss, and he sets it down and he fights the boss.
Right.
And that's the ad. And that's awesome because they're showing that they are trying to market this. They're trying to get different people because they're trying to get those party people and the more casual people into.
Right.
Which, since 1-2 Switch, or whatever that game is called, is not a pack-in game, I don't think it's going to sell shit. That's my personal bet.
That won't, but definitely the hardcore gamers are picking.
Well, Zelda's going to be your top hit. I think 1-2 Switch will sell based on curiosity and because there's not enough games out at launch.
Right.
That's the only way that game is going to sell. If you put that game out by itself, it's not going to sell.
No.
That should have been a pack-in. But I gotta. We were just talking about the Wii U. Wii U production officially ends globally.
Yep.
It's done. No mas.
Oh, but we were going to go ahead and support it for a length of time.
It's already been confirmed that the Breath of the Wild is the last first-party game coming out for it, and there's no more Nintendo development for the Wii U at all. And
but it still opens the door for third-party.
Third-party stuff, but at the same token, it's like it says here they've only just sold like 13.5 million consoles as of December 31st, 2016. So why even bother?
Yeah, just cut her out.
At this point, it is dead. Pull the plug. Now, I don't have an article for this, and I can't remember where exactly I read it, but it seems to hint that that the online services that they're talking about, like to play online, are going to be $30. But they've only announced for like
a year, $30 a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like $30 a year, and but that's what they gave the announcement in yen, and they transferred it to US.
Great, yeah.
So one would assume it's not going to be double or anything like that. If anything, you might see an increase to 35. I would just say
now what exactly does this give you if people don't know?
It gives you the ability to chat and set up parties.
Chat.
No, like you can set up parties and chat via your smart device.
Right.
And then online gameplay, and it gives you the free game that you get for the month.
Right. Which you do not keep.
You do not keep. It expires after a month, but every month they give you like another one or whatever. I'm not sure. We don't know exactly how that works. Like how they're going to, if they give you like, hey, Mike, this month you get Tetris.
Question: have they said anything about the voice chat? Is it only going to be available? Because I've only seen like it'll be available if you have the Nintendo subscription, but nothing if like you could also do it without.
No, you need the subscription to
so that is confirmed, 100% confirmed. Okay.
Yeah. Their financials are doing crazy this year, and they're going to do even more because the Switch is going to count on this fiscal year.
Yes.
So Pokemon is the big winner, and the
best thing they have going.
Pokemon Sun and Moon, which came out in October or November.
November.
Have sold a combined 14.6 million units since their launch, and it's now the third highest 3DS selling game of all time. The second one is Mario Kart 7 at 14.82 million, and Pokemon XY, which came out a few years ago. At least 3. At least 2 or 3. That's at 16 million.
It'll surpass that. I guarantee it.
Now, okay, the strong start came from Pokemon Go.
Yes.
Now,
Pokemon Go, when it was, I hear it's coming back. I hear a lot of people are starting to play it again.
It's going to start getting warmer.
Yeah.
So I mean, and then so it's going to start getting warmer, start putting more updates, putting more gold, silver in, putting more this and that.
Yeah.
That's what I would do if I were Niantic. But where is it? I just saw how many systems they've sold of 3DS. I just saw it, and now I lost it.
You had it up?
Here's a look at the top Wii U software by lifetime sales. What's the top Wii U selling game?
Mario Kart 8.
Yep.
And then the second is Splatoon.
Nope.
Wait, what would be second? Hold on, give me a minute. Smash.
Nope.
3D Land?
Nope. New Super Mario Brothers.
I was going to say New Super Mario Bros. Is my next one.
3D World is third. Nintendo Land is fourth. Smash is 5. Splatoon is 6. Mario Maker is 7. New Super Luigi U, which is an add-on.
Yeah.
That's 8. Wind Waker HD is 9, and Mario Party 10 is 10. Now, Mario Kart 8 has 8.2 million copies sold.
Almost every person that has a Wii U.
It's over half. Half. Yeah. That is crazy.
That's almost 3/4.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it's a great game. I mean, we both own it. We both love it.
Wii U sales are low. Amiibo sales have dropped too, and but apparently Nintendo sold the majority share of the Seattle Mariners. They were a majority owner of the Seattle Mariners baseball team.
I did not know that.
I did not either.
So, okay.
The runaway success that Pokemon led to Nintendo seeing a whopping 154% increase in profit despite all the stuff that was bad.
Yeah.
Now, dang it, I could have swore I saw oh, here it is. It's in the next one. So I wanted to tell you how many 3DSs have been sold.
New 3D, is this including the whole 3DS family?
The whole 3DS family.
Okay.
65.3 million units.
Yeah, that's good.
That is good, especially with how old that system is now. That came out in 2011.
Yeah.
And the lifetime DS is at 154 million.
DS had a really long run.
2004 to 2011.
It's a good run.
Yeah, 7 years.
7 years.
And now see, within the 3DS's time frame, tablets and phones have become more relevant for gaming.
Yep.
So, I think 65 million is a big win for them because they're still selling consoles despite the rise of mobile gaming.
Yeah.
So
mobile gaming is basically taking over a lot of the handheld gaming. And
which is smart by Nintendo to now have a touchscreen based tablet.
Like we've been saying, I told you in the beginning, I said they're gonna have to make it touchscreen because, hey, look, I've got a Switch and it's a tablet because almost everybody has a tablet nowadays.
Yeah. What was the next thing I want to say? The Wii U sales from over the period amounting a drop of 75% on last year. So maybe around when? I'm trying to look at where they're talking about time frame. If they're saying for the year,
for the physical year,
for the whole for the 2016 year.
Yeah.
Because okay, 3DS sold 6.45 million units compared to the year before, which saw 3.6 million hardware sales. Now, that seems low, unless they're talking
That's actually, they doubled their numbers in 1 year.
Oh, okay, so yeah, okay.
So they're saying the last physical year, the year before.
So this is April 1st to December 31st, and they sold about almost 6.5 million 3DSs. Wii U sold 760,000 consoles.
Not very good. Not very good.
They didn't even crack 1 million. Tell you what, it's gonna
be highly collectible. It's gonna be highly collectible,
dude. The Wii U has been the worst selling home console since the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
And even the Ouya sold more.
Yeah.
Continuing on with Nintendo news. Now, granted, I actually didn't read this, but I only saw the headline. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna read this live. Nintendo will add VR to Switch if it can solve one problem.
I wonder what that problem is.
If it can resolve issues of comfort over long periods of use, is kind of what they're looking at.
So they're saying that it's powerful enough to run VR?
Phones can run VR.
Certain things of VR, but not. You're not talking on the level of PlayStation or on the PlayStation VR or Oculus Rift. Are you? Because that's a pretty powerful chip.
All right, so Miyamoto has previously revealed that Nintendo has researched VR and has the core technology, explaining that the company wants to release something that can be played for long periods, carries value, and is affordable. It even went so far as to patent a potential VR headset into which the base Switch tablet could slot into. So you're putting the Switch here. Holy crap.
Maybe not. Maybe it's another docking station that you pop into it and it transfers the video into a new VR headset.
That could be.
You wouldn't put what is that, a 6-inch tablet?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Oh, God. Dude, you would imagine playing. Okay, so Capcom said they're not bringing Resident Evil to the Switch, right?
Okay.
Imagine if they had Resident Evil 7 VR on that. You would and it would just
fall off. People would be like,
Oh.
It'd be a whole new, like, the Wiimotes going through the TVs. Oh, man.
Switching gears to PlayStation. So there's a big update coming. System update 4.50. Codename Sasuke. Will finally let owners plug in a USB 3.0 external hard drive to expand the storage up to 8 terabytes in size.
Oh, good move, PlayStation.
Are supported in transferring software or downloadable content. Hello, Wyatt. He is not happy.
Yeah.
I wonder how well that picked up.
What was that?
Oh, he's terrible twos, guys. Terrible twos. It's
terrible.
It started early. In fact, we think it started right around 1. All applications stored on an external hard drive will show up on the main home screen. There's going to be a separate settings menu for you to be able to manage your stuff.
That's cool. That is really neat. It's a good move.
Also coming in the update is the ability to use screenshots as background wallpaper, a smaller quick menu which takes up less of the screen, a simplified notifications list, placing game alerts, download, uploads under one list.
I'm super happy about being able to use the screenshots to put as your background.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have hundreds of screenshots now.
The option to post directly into the activity feed for PSVR owners lets them watch 3D movies in stereoscopic 3D directly onto the VR headset.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool, man.
Lots of good stuff. PlayStation's doing lots of good stuff.
Also included in the update is for PS4 Pro is something that's called a boost mode, improving the performance for games that don't already feature enhancements when played on the Pro.
Now, does it have an explanation on how? Like, are you gonna have a separate menu that pops up for you to?
It's in the system settings. You have to go in there and click boost mode.
So it's just a one button push. There's no.
It's just a notch in the settings.
Settings.
Yeah, it's listed right here along with voice operation settings, limit number of content on home screen. It's just
right. Yeah.
It's a check.
I'm just wondering if you're able to change the levels yourself, kind of like PC gaming.
I don't think so. I think you just click it on or off,
and it
appears the mode will not work with every game flawlessly, as users are told to turn the feature off in the event there's any unexpected behavior during gameplay.
Go ahead.
According to the reports who have had hands-on time, because this beta is already out for some users that have signed up for it, the new system settings will only provide a performance increase for games that don't have locked frame rates.
Oh, okay.
So
for those that do, it's basically worthless.
Yes.
Because it's not going to push.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, because the boost mode is going to the games that have released that have had a patch released for them.
Yeah. Like 4K.
And 4K or anything that kind of pushes close to 4K.
Yeah.
And pushes that boundary. Those already have updates that push them up, and that runs like this. This right here for the games that don't have locked frame rates will help try to like give it a little, or like almost kind of like overclocking maybe.
I was going to say it sounds like a light overclock.
But. Not exactly.
A very light overclock.
Final Fantasy 15's controversial Chapter 13 is getting an update in March.
That's when I'll finish the game.
PS4 Pro update coming in February for this game.
To boost it up to boost the graphical.
I don't know.
It don't matter.
Oh, here we go. The Pro support will allow up to 60 frames per second gameplay.
Oh.
Limited time quests, as well as level cap raised to 120, photo capacity bumped to 200.
Photo capacity for...
You'll finally be able to use the music player when riding a chocobo. The music player, like from the car.
It's an add-on to your chocobo. There we go.
Alongside with the update, 15's first piece of character-focused DLC, dubbed Episode Gladio, will be released on 28th. The second episode, focused on Prompto, will be out sometime in June, so you get to play as Gladio.
I'm just, to be honest, I'm probably not going to get him. I was super excited to get him, but as the story, I mean, literally have to put out a patch to make the story better because players are just saying it's absolutely horrible. See,
and I'm hearing mixed, because I've heard people who really like this game. And
I like the game. The game is great. The storytelling blows. The more and more I think about it.
The update to Chapter 13 improvements to later portions of the game, including Controversial 13, which takes the campaign in a more linear direction. So
yeah,
it's like in-game kind of stuff.
I'm right at where it starts going linear, where you don't have that open world feel.
So okay, like I got rid of PS Plus last year, right?
Yeah.
And I had gold on Xbox when I got this baby right here.
Yeah.
And I had a free year, and I never even used it other than to just catch in the free game.
Right.
So I kind of wanted to sit here and I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to go back. Let's just like kind of go back a few months, okay, and look and compare some of these, okay. Just
comparing
to see
gold games
versus PS Plus games, and let's go to June.
Okay.
PS Plus games for June: NBA 2K16, Gone Home, Echo Chrome, Siren Blood Curse Episode 1 through 12, God of War Chains of Olympus, and Little Deviants. Games of Gold: Goat Simulator, The Crew, Super Meat Boy, XCOM Enemy Unknown, and Costume Quest was available for the first half of the month. July: Saints Row 4 Gat Out of Hell, Fury.
Are you always doing PlayStation first?
Yes.
Okay.
Did I not say Plus? I thought I said Plus.
You probably said Plus. I just didn't catch
PS
it.
Plus, Saints Row 4 Gat Out of Hell, Fury, Call of Juarez Bound in Blood, Fat Princess, Orashika, Prince of Persia Revelation. Some of these games on PS Plus, like Chains of Olympus, that is a PSP game. That was for Vita,
right?
Obviously, and these do not list exactly
the platform, because that's what Gone Home's on.
Gone Home is on PS4.
PS4.
That was a game that was released on PC, and then it later came to PS4.
Is that the one that's like a world builder?
No. You play. I actually played this one. You play as a teenager or a college student that just went on a trip in Europe. You come back home and everyone's gone. And you're searching through the house.
Yeah, okay, I know which one. Yeah.
Banner Saga 2. This is Xbox Games of Gold. Banner Saga 2, Tumblestone, Rainbow Six Vegas 2, Tron Evolution.
To be honest, I feel like neither one of them at this point are packing.
August, PS Plus, Tricky Towers, Rebel Galaxy, Yakuza 5, Retrograde, Patapon 3, Ultratron. Games of Gold, Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate, WWE 2K16, Spelunky, Beyond Good and Evil HD.
Wow.
Yeah. Games of Gold knocked it out there.
That was knocked out of the park.
PS Plus. Now, this was the month, September, that it got released. Increased to 60. Journey.
Yes, I got that one. That's great.
Lords of the Fallen. Badland. Prince of Persian, The Forgotten Sands. Datura, and Amnesia Memories. Games with Gold. Earthlock Festival of Magic. Assassin's Creed Chronicles China.
Okay.
Forza Horizon, the first one.
Oh, wow.
And Mirror's Edge, the first one.
Mirror's Edge is a good game.
Yeah, man.
It says Forza. I played the shit.
So there's more games on the PS Plus, and I think it wins. But I think like the quality of Forza and Mirror's Edge is good. The Assassin's Creed Chronicles is like they released a couple like DLC sized stories. They did one for China. They did one for like somewhere else too. I can't remember. But you can actually buy those three packed together on like a single disc now. October, PS Plus, Resident Evil HD, Transformers Devastation, From Dust, Mad Riders, Code Realized, Guardian of Rebirth, Actual Sunlight.
Actual Sunlight. You actually got Sunlight for PlayStation this in October.
Games with Gold, Super Mega Baseball, Extra Innings, The Escapists, MX vs. ATV Reflex, and I Am Alive. PS Plus one's October.
Oh yeah.
November, PS Plus, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, The Deadly Tower of Monsters, Letter Quest Remastered, Pumped BMX Plus, Dirt 3, Costume Quest 2. Costume Quest is that one like little RPG where you run around like on Halloween. Games with Gold, Super Dungeon Bros, Murder Soul Suspect, Monkey Island Special Edition, and Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Damn.
Yeah. Man. Yeah.
I think just for Far Cry being that's a big title.
The PlayStation has more value that month at $90. Xbox only has 65, but I think Far Cry, like that DLC is freaking amazing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's phenomenal. And you get to keep it.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah, all the Xbox ones you get to keep. And my computer just kind of wigged out for a second. December, PS Plus, Stories, The Path of Destinies, Invisible Ink, Hyper Void, Tiny Troopers Join Ops, Color Guardians, VVVVVVVV. I have no idea what that one is.
Is that the dance or the...
No idea, dude.
Okay.
Games with Gold, Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition, Outland, Outlast, Burnout Paradise.
Good lord.
Yeah.
That's a smash.
Yeah. For the this is just on IGN. The year in review: PS Plus total savings $1,283. Games with Gold $1,053.
But see, here's the thing: it's actually not total savings because you still have to be subscribed to PlayStation.
On PS5, yeah, PlayStation Plus.
And on Xbox, they're yours forever, no matter if you're on Gold or not.
Yeah.
So.
January. This was just last month. Day of the Tentacle Remastered. This is PS Plus. War of Mine, The Little Ones.
I'll let it shine.
Blaze Rush, The Swindle, Askin 2, and Titan Souls.
Askin 2?
AZKEN.
Okay, I was going to say, please tell me to spell it with a Z.
Games with Gold, The World of Van Helsing, Death Trap, The Cave, Killer Instinct Season 2 Ultra Edition.
Oh, wow.
And Rayman Origins.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's another one that's not...
And then this month, PS Plus, Little Big Planet 3.
That's a big title.
Not a Hero, Starwall, Anna Extended Edition, Ninja Senki DX, Torque L, or Torkel. Games with Gold, Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. Monkey Island 2 Special Edition. So if you picked up Monkey Island back then, here's the second one.
Right.
Project Cars.
Ooh.
And the Star Wars The Force Unleashed.
Wow.
Yep. I just wanted to kind of go through these. We don't talk about them, and since I'm not subscribed, and I'm going to be once I get Andromeda. That's another thing I got to calculate for when I do my games.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to kind of talk about it because, one reason why I decided to drop Plus is because I felt like I wasn't playing the games I was getting.
Yeah.
And then of course, like a few months later, like I actually kind of want to play in like one of the NBA games, not because I'm a big fan of the NBA. But I used to like baseball or basketball. I'm sorry, but I used to like playing basketball and baseball games.
Right.
And some football, not for very long, but just to have something to play. And those NBA 2K games look like they are just quality.
They are. They're definitely.
And so I wanted to try one out, and that would have been my time because it would have been free. But we're gonna move on, and we're gonna talk about Final Fantasy VII because they just celebrated the 20th anniversary of the Japanese release and the 30th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII. Or Final Fantasy in general.
I was getting ready to say.
I'm sorry, the 20th of FF7 and the 30th of Final Fantasy in general.
Yep.
And the only thing we got was some key art of Cloud with his sword, and he's all looking rough. And there's Sephiroth, the giant Sephiroth, like Godzilla, standing behind the building
with his one wing.
So, buddy.
I like the art. I think the art looks
it
amazing.
looks fine. It looks fine.
Especially for cover art, for like the cover of the title. I mean, that's going to look fantastic.
IGN has a FF7 remake versus PS1 visual comparison. It's why even do that? Seriously, why would you even do that? Because it's going to look so different. It's not like you're like, oh, this was a game that was released 7 years ago, and now we're like, here's an up-res.
You're talking about 4 generations of consoles. It's not even a... I mean, now people can make PlayStation 1 games at home in a couple of months, make a full-length game.
All right, so what we're going to look at is that why did we only get a key art thing? And a while ago... Nomura has said that Kingdom Hearts 3 and FF7 Remake still have a ways to go.
Right.
Okay. So.
Which I'm not angry about. I mean, take your time, do them right.
There's follow-up in the words of the producer and original director of FF7, Yoshinori Kitase. I had to say that slow.
I know.
He spoke at length with Weekly Fumetsu, offering a typically vague update on how work on the much anticipated project is progressing. He says, "We're currently brushing up the scene from the announcement trailer. We can now see the line of quality that we're aiming for more clearly, and there's still a ways to go. The team's goal is to carry this effort through the project's multiple episode releases."
Okay, so they're saying like the entire gameplay trailer and everything they had, that's what they're brushing up? I feel like you should be a hell of a lot further than that.
Yeah. So there was more, and again, I actually couldn't find the actual article, so I actually just found a video of it that I saw. Trying to figure out. Kitase notes he'd like to use for downloadable and smartphone content. He'd like to use 15 as a reference. A live stream or a program to keep in touch with users is something I'd like to do. Final Fantasy VII Remake will be episodic, and we want to have it go all the way to the end of the original version. Then I believe we'll need to devote everything we've got for it. So I have no idea what will happen for things such as filler development in between episodes and other works.
Filler.
Like,
so they're gonna actually have filler.
They're gonna
each
basically
episode.
What he's saying is that like a DLC in between the basically you would get the episode, and that episode would be
right. Yeah.
You would get DLC
We're
add-on
DLC
stuff,
in
then
between.
in between like development for the next episode.
So I'm very for that, because that would be awesome to get like, okay, so this block we're gonna give you a character development for Red 13.
When asked about possible release of FF7 Kingdom Hearts this year, the release of these titles will still be a while. However, we still have many titles releasing this year. We hope you look forward to any surprises.
Them motherfuckers better not drop that quick. They better not be like, hey, by the way, I gotta be like, hey, FF7 2 weeks from now. I'm gonna be like, I gotta buy everything. That's gonna be a bad time for me. Like I'm actually putting back. Like I'm going to probably call in the day that the pre-orders go up, so that I make sure that I get my pre-orders.
Okay, so basically, Nomura is directing this. Okay, Nomura is also directing Kingdom Hearts 3.
Right.
He was also the director for 15 until they took him off the project.
To his surprise, remember?
Well, that was for 7. He didn't know he was directing 7.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But they took him off of 15, and that's when the game got completed. Because he takes it. Basically, the last part of this video that I saw from the Know, if you guys know these guys,
from the Know,
they're saying this guy just takes way too damn long. And if FF7 is going to come out within the next 5 years, we need to get him off this thing. And granted, okay, this is their opinion,
personal opinion, yeah.
But they pointed to FF15 and how that game just kept getting pushed.
But there's also other stipulations behind that, where they basically took 90% of the team and moved it to another project. And
yeah.
You only got 2 or 3 guys, and then they've redirected it 4 or 5 times.
But like we're talking about, if they're just now brushing up announcement trailer stuff.
Well, they're also, at this point, they need to, I think that what Square's doing right now is not good. They need to say, we're going with Kingdom Hearts now. Drop 7, don't drop it, but put it in the back. Take all your team. And
another team is developing 7 entirely.
Yeah, but they're still pulling people. That's what Square has been doing. They've been pulling people off one project and putting them on the other. So they're working on 7, and then
they've outsourced 7.
Have they fully outsourced out?
Another development team is coming entirely. Their main team is working on.
So what have they been doing for the past?
I don't know, and that's what I wanted to talk about, is because when is this game going to come out?
The hype's there. Like every freaking RPG player in the world started either crying or freaking the fuck out because of this game. Pardon my French. I know I did. But, you can't take forever. You've announced it. You need to be full on. We need to get this out, but need to do it right.
So
it better not be 6 years, 5-6 years.
The game got announced 2015.
So we're looking at they're only brushing up the trailer. In a year and a
almost
half.
2 years. Almost 2 years.
You're kidding me. He didn't even specify that they were working on any of the other gameplay or anything like that.
They obviously have been because they had stuff to show at PSX. I think we're going to see more of this game this year. I don't think we're going to see it at E3. Maybe, because we still have, you have Tokyo Game Show, you have Gamescom, and then you have PSX. And then you even have Game Awards. They might show something there.
Right.
They might... we know Kingdom Hearts is coming out first. That's the priority. And this title, depending on how many episodes there are, how long is it going to take for this damn thing to come out? Because as I'm telling you, I don't see anything like closer than fall holiday 2018 for this game.
For the first episode.
For the first episode to be released.
Of 3 or 4. Was it 3 or 4?
I think it's 3. I think that is the rumor. The last that I heard was 3. But
so think about that.
That's another like year, and then another year almost.
Well, that's the thing. Is like, are they trying to say, okay, if they're doing it the way that I'm getting ready to specify, they need to release some information. Are they trying to get basically the first episode done and then part of the second one done, so that they can make that 1 year time frame? Because
honestly, I don't think we're gonna get a 1 year time frame.
Because if you think about this, how far are they gonna go with the first episode? We've talked about get out of Midgar. Mm-hmm. Go to the scene where Cloud is telling his story of how he became a soldier. And then the next part, you've got Golden Salt. You've got how many different cities do we got up to the death of Aerith?
You got Fort Condor, Junon. They may add cities too. They might.
Right, but you're saying you've got
Costa del Sol, Gold Saucer. Depending on how far you want to go, because then you can go to Cosmo Canyon, Nibelheim, Rocket Town,
and then you got to go to Temple of the Ancients and all.
So basically, you're saying in the second game with the death of Aerith.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's a lot to structure those cities.
If the game comes out, episode 1 comes out, holiday 2018.
Right. You've got 1 year. Because they already said that they're going to put them out a year after.
They haven't.
Have they not?
They have not confirmed that. I'm saying episode 2 comes out holiday 2020.
2-year development cycle for it.
But because once they get the first one done, then they're going to use that archetype and just make the next one.
Hopefully.
And then we'll see, because that gives you get 2018 and you got all 2019 to release add-on content,
right.
DLC stuff, and then by 2020 comes out, you've completed that 30-40 hour thing for FF7 episode 1.
See, but a lot of the stuff like what I'm talking about, like character development, DLC, a lot of that you need to wait until episode 2 and 3 to release all that, because you need the backstory. You can do the backstory of Red 13 after you've went to Cosmo Canyon.
Yes.
Because you cannot do it before, because you'll give up too much.
Well, his origin is a part of the main plot, so
right.
That's how they the main characters of this game. And I hate to say that Vincent and Yuffie aren't, because in the original game their arcs weren't put into the story. You had to actively go out and search them.
Right.
But for almost everybody along your main story path, their history, their background, their origin came out in the plot.
Yeah, and very well constructed game on the plot. Character development.
And it just kind of went almost in a row. How
perfectly.
Once you got to the other continent, it was Barrett, and then Red 13, and then also a little bit with Aerith was Zack along the way, and then Tifa. Then you get to Nibelheim, and then it's there, and then
Cloud.
Then you get introduced to Sid, and then Sid's advancement is a little bit different. His is just kind of you learn all about him in the beginning when you first meet him, unlike some of the other characters.
Right.
And then you get even more insight on his character later.
Right, and then him and his housemaid?
Woman.
Because they were together, but not he wouldn't fully commit.
It wasn't until after the game that he actually like told her how much he cared for her.
Right.
Final Fantasy 12 is coming out this year. The Zodiac Age, the remaster of 20, almost said 2060. The 2006 PS2 game is July 11th on the PS4.
Yes.
The announcement came during the Final Fantasy 30th anniversary opening ceremony event in Tokyo.
So I'm not too excited for that, you know? It'd be nice, but...
It actually comes out in North America and Europe before Japan.
Yeah.
It comes out on July 11th, and then it comes out on July 13th in Japan. The trailer is out. I'll have to watch that later. Came out at TGS. The world of Ivalice, of course, that's the Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah.
And 12 will feature upgraded graphics. Western players will finally be able to use the Zodiac job system, a 12-job character progression system which only included in the original release in Japan. Other upgrades include a remastered soundtrack, addition of 7.1 surround sound, auto-saving, faster loading times, and a trial mode, which sounds like you'll be taking on types of monsters in successive battles. You know what? Cool. I'm all for this because, I mean, 12, I honestly think 12 gets overlooked because it kind of came out at the very end of the PS2 and overlapped a little bit with the PS3.
It's following 10 also, and because you had 11 was the online.
It was the online MMO.
So, but 10 was. We all love 10. I never make it past Blitzball because I love Blitzball so much.
Yeah.
And guess where I stopped at this time?
Blitzball.
I gotta finish it.
That game gets really good. Anyway, okay. So that is all the news I have. Other than, okay, so we got we watched the Mass Effect trailer, on the last episode. Did you see how I was able to do that? Like I was talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, it turned out pretty good.
It looked good. It looked good.
But they also released another briefing video talking about some of the characters on the Pathfinder team.
And watch that, yeah.
Something that is of note. So the Pathfinder for the human arc is Alec Ryder. That is the character player's dad.
Yes.
And he is in 7. He is a soldier and scientist, and he has history in the Mass Effect universe. Even though we didn't hear about them in the trilogy. Because he's kind of underneath Grissom.
Grissom, yeah, I see.
He was underneath Grissom, and Grissom got all the credit. Well, I shouldn't say all the credit, but he was the big hero from the going through the relay.
First Contact?
Which did lead to the First Contact War. Now, Alec Ryder also developed the AI, the SAM that is in, and also the AI that's in this game it's an implant AI, so it's hooked up to all the characters.
So is it one AI hooked up to all characters?
It can link up with the other characters, and that's how they sync in battle.
That's cool.
And he has developed it. And one thing I wanted to note...
That's more advanced than 2.
Yes, it is. Now...
Yeah, good luck reading it here.
Yeah. Assigned as a military... What are you doing? I don't do that.
I'm doing it.
Assigned in a military...
You need a magnifying glass.
No, because it's going to just make it blurrier. Alec became interested in artificial intelligence as a means of human advancement. What group is all for human advancement?
Hmm.
They're and their leader is very elusive.
I get it, Vegeta.
The second in command of the Pathfinder team, who is ironically looked over when he can't, when Daddy Ryder cannot assume command for whatever reason, and your character kind of takes over. Her name is Cora Harper. The Illusive man, who was in the First Contact War,
right?
His name was Jack Harper.
Is it his wife or daughter?
Could be his daughter. She is
That's
in a high position.
It makes sense to be his daughter.
So, is Alec Ryder involved with Cerberus? Is Cerberus a part of this.
I was going to say a service of a major manufacturer.
Well,
developer.
maybe developer, maybe benefactor, because this is independent. This isn't
right
alliance. This is multi-species thing.
Yeah.
But why are they going to Andromeda? They say they're going into Andromeda for resources.
Was it resources and to preserve?
Well, okay, to find a new home, sure, but they're not doing it because of the Reapers. However, by the time before Mass Effect 2 rolls around, the Illusive Man knows about the Reapers. So this could be a contingency plan.
Yeah.
Over here, and then if he thinks things are going to get rough in the Milky Way, wouldn't he try to send his daughter away?
Yep.
So that way some part of him will survive. Another thing that somebody noticed is that all of the and like initial, because you can customize your weapons and everything, but some of the initial gear that people are carrying around are all white. All of Cerberus's gear is white. Hi, Bubby. You just want to be on the shows, don't you, little podcaster?
I tried.
Anyway, so what I was saying is that, so if they're going over to Andromeda for resources, the Milky Way has thousands of systems not even explored.
Right.
That have resources. But there's certain cluster, they're going to the Helix cluster, and they can tell through scopes or through scanners that this place is rich.
Well, yeah.
So what does this do?
Here's the question. Why would you go that far for resources?
There is some conjecture that because their whole goal is to go over there, set stuff up, and set up a pathway to come back and have a travel system between the two.
Yeah, but by the time they get there...
Well,
I know, I get what you're saying.
Again, it's like they're not counting for that. They're not counting for the Reaper War. But the thing is that would this be worthy enough of a cause? Enrichment beyond, like, all these resources. Okay, and what is resources? It means money. What is money? It means power.
Right.
And would this be enough for Cerberus to set up an investment in?
Oh yeah, for sure.
For human advancement.
For sure.
Yes, and maybe so. So it's going to be interesting to see if there's an underlying...
I was going to say, I wonder if they're going to have to where she kind of branches off on her own, finds her own.
She's also, due to the trailers, Cora Harper is a romance option. So that's interesting.
I don't know. We'll see how it develops. I'm anxious to see how it develops. It'd be a great game.
All right, so that's all I got.
Yeah,
that's all I got. How long have we been going? Like an hour almost.
Probably more than that. Maybe probably close.
About an hour.
Yeah, about an hour.
So we are kind of wrap up this week's episode. Really, this week's episode was just thinking of like a bunch of news. I mean, really, you have been playing something new. I've been playing something old. So hey, there's our tagline for the damn show. And I'm actually now trying to think of what would I pick for for like a recommendation.
Mine is Tales. Tales of Systeria.
And it's
Systeria.
Like,
yeah.
I think I've already said this game, or if I haven't said this game, FF6. Man, what should I pick, dude?
I don't know.
What should I?
There's a lot of good stuff.
You know what there is, and
the thing is, you have so much to pick from.
I know. See, normally that would make it like easy because that way I'm not always repeating myself. You know what? Vanquish.
I haven't played that.
Vanquish came out on the PS3 and on the 360 and was developed by Platinum Games for Sega. And it is a kind of fast-moving third-person cover shooter that is like a mixture of like Metal Gear Rising meets Gears of War. And it was released before like Metal Gear Rising, before they worked on that. It's different, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And I don't think it's that expensive, like used. Like as we said, like Systeria is like what, $20 you got it for?
I got it for $20 at Disc Replay.
All right, so I'm gonna look up Vanquish because the game is really fun on the PS3. currently on price charting. It is complete online selling for 14, and then on the 360 complete selling for about 12, 13. Really, really good game. A lot of fun. Platinum games do really make a lot of.
They make good games.
Yeah, they do. And usually they're all really high quality. And,
I was going to say they always have a very high standard.
But they're also very Japanesey and quirky too. So, like Metal Gear Rising is. It's almost like you almost have to have like a flavor for that over the top actiony, because they also do they did Bayonetta.
Yeah.
In those games, so very over the top and all that kind of stuff. And Vanquish is maybe a step down. It's like they pull it back just a little bit. It's very fast paced too, and it's a lot of fun. So with that being said, I think we're going to wrap up this week's episode. You can check us out online on our Twitter account at Game Addicts Play, same as Facebook. And on Instagram, I'm going to be posting a little bit more than just these YouTube screenshots that I've been posting there. And I'm going to be trying to push the show a little bit more. When I release the episode, I'm going to try and promote it like up until like the day that we're going to do a new episode. Just to let everybody know that it's out there. And then if you guys want to check us out, definitely do so. You can download us on podcast services, iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, and Google Play Music. You can also go to gameaddictspodcast.podbean.com. Look at all the episodes there. We're also on YouTube. Get Game Addicts Play and just search us there. You'll be able to find the episodes. The older episodes before we started doing video are not on the channel yet. They're still on the Journey to Comics channel, which I said last time I was going to take them down. I still haven't done it because I haven't even got on there.
So we haven't had time.
No, we haven't, man. We've been really busy. And with that being said, I think it's time for us to get out of here.
Sounds good.
All right. So until next time, I'm Brando.
And I'm Mike.
Take it easy, guys.